Maintaining a sense of empathy and humanity in a world full of injustice is very important. Sometimes, even the smallest show of help can radically change another person's life. So, let's make the world a kinder place together. Watch this video to the end and try not to cry. We'll begin our compilation with an unbelievably touching moment. This family had fallen on difficult times financially, but you should never give up. The world is full of kind people. This jeweler's act of kindness not only helped the woman and her 2 children, but completely changed their view of the world. Our next clip features a heroic act from a northern Illinois man named Randy Tompkins, who wasted no time in moving into action when he noticed another vehicle start to veer out of its lane. Even the police following didn't have time to react as quickly to the incident. Randy drove through the passenger window of the moving vehicle and saved the driver's life, preventing him from suffocating during a seizure.
He's having a seizure.
Give me an ambulance, 1300 block North Galena, 1300.
And this next kid has to get used to his new leg. It's not easy to learn to walk on a new prosthetic, even for adults. And, naturally, the child is a bit afraid of taking his first step. It's good that this guy is there. Kindness can also be a collective expression. Just look at how the passengers on this bus reacted to the accident on the road in front of them. The woman and her small child were clearly in need of help, and without being asked, the people got off the bus so it could transport the pair to the hospital. In Ireland, Gaelic football is more than just a game. It's a sacred act that comes with its own rituals, and the players are idols for many people. How nice it is to not only get a little attention from your heroes, but also get to put a hand on the cup for a memorable photo. And in Russia, this wedding turned into a water rescue operation. A father decided to take a walk along this frozen riverbank with his daughter. The girl started playing and fell through the ice. Her dad rushed to save her, but the fragile ice couldn't withstand his weight. With the last of his strength, the man managed to pull his daughter ashore, but he couldn't drag himself out of the icy water. They are quite lucky that there is a tradition for a bride to throw her bouquet from the bridge in their city. And it wasn't much warmer in Milwaukee County when this vigilant bus driver noticed an almost naked child running next to the highway. The rescued child was so warm and cozy that he was already sound asleep by the time the police arrived. This man's excellent reactions helped save the life of a 10-year-old girl. By the way, the girl's parents have been trying to find the man to thank him for his help for a long time. The hero, however, wasn't interested in fame and immediately left for work after the incident without even giving his name. This next man just wanted to catch some fish. Instead, he caught a child. I'm kidding, of course, but in reality, according to fisherman Richard Gorda of Ukraine, his hands were shaking when he reeled in this young boy stuck on a chunk of ice, despite how calm he might have looked.
Не бойся, не бойся, смотри сюда, малыш.
This dog is clearly accustomed to cars. He not only runs along the side of the freeway, but also makes himself at home in the front seat. This next clip alone is so touching and cute that you should probably drop a like for it. If the previous video showcased a mother's gentle care, then the stars of this next one represent some real masculine qualities. Only thanks to their efforts was this young moose saved. You'll agree, not everyone would stop and give a traffic controller their own umbrella to help them out in a torrential downpour. This little girl knows real help firsthand, and it's very sweet when children help their parents. How do you show your parents love?
You're so good at this. Thanks.
In Romania, it's common practice to bind horses with chains to prevent them from running away, despite the fact that this hurts the animals. Fortunately, there are people out there like the Four Paws vet Ovidiu, who helps free the beasts from their chains and heal their wounds. So what's going on in this sewer, you might be wondering? A duckling rescue operation in full swing.
Rachel, pick it up! Pick it up! Rachel, pick it up!
Did you get caught out in the pouring rain on your bike? No problem, just find a friendly backhoe operator that will keep you from getting soaked. These fans won't be forgetting this game anytime soon. It seems they were more worried about the feline in distress than their favorite team. How touching it is to see drivers on the road united. It was only thanks to them that this woman managed to get her truck out of the ditch. Remember the man who saved the young girl from the violent stream earlier in the video? Well, not only human lives are important. This guy wasn't afraid to throw himself in the floodwaters when his calf got in trouble. This next situation is quite surprising. Why, with so many cars passing by, did only one driver stop to help the man pull his things off to the side of the road and load them back into his truck? Clearly, the tin sheets are quite heavy and difficult to carry alone. And not only fans of Minions, but also everyone who loves to bring joy to others can understand this woman's surprise. It's always sweet to see children helping adults, but this kid breaks all the records. The road can amaze us with its surprises sometimes, but a bag of scattered apples isn't the most unusual. But the actions of this driver, however, who, despite his hurry, stopped to help a random passerby are. Our next clip features a true hero. This is the only word right for a person who rushes to save another without any regard for their own life. Like this man saving a dog that had fallen through the ice. What would you do if you saw an Instagram post from the slaughterhouse advertising the sale of a foal for its meat? Most people would be outraged before quickly forgetting about it. This girl, however, collected the money in just a couple of days, bought Brandy the horse, and is now preparing the horse for races. No wonder the animal only trusts her now. And in the capital of Ukraine, an elderly woman fell into a pit dug to fix an issue in the heating grid. Fortunately for her, there were people nearby ready to help. This cat's name is Tyson, and he didn't just lay down for a nap. This poor guy inhaled carbon monoxide during a house fire and had almost died when rescuers came to his aid. Oxygen, water, and some human kindness saved Tyson's life. Those who deal with driving in poor winter conditions will understand this next one. Sure, you don't always notice when your tail lights are covered in snow. Perhaps this woman not only cleared the brake lights but also saved someone's life. And another story from the road. Some of you might be annoyed by the Subaru driver's actions, but pay closer attention to this intersection. A woman with a stroller would be stuck here for some time, unable to cross had this hero not blocked traffic with his own car. But it also happens that heavy traffic isn't the big obstacle but the curb instead. It's good when there's someone nearby who's willing to help. This is what happens when a guardrail comes between you and your goal. How much this poor mother suffered from her stuck calf until these people helped. Our next clip features an incredible invention, Zamzam water. Many animals have been saved from hunger and thirst thanks to these, but not all of them can figure out how to use them. Ice can often become a problem for both people on foot and those on wheels, regardless of their size. What lengths are you willing to go in order to save your pet? This man had to tear apart his foundation to save his beloved cat, who somehow managed to get into the sewer. After this act of kindness from the Russian traffic police, one starts to believe in humanity. To carry someone across the snow-covered road, is this not a manifestation of human kindness? This next story is simply incredible. Two guys noticed a deer stuck and stopped their car to try to help. One of them, despite the cold, threw off his clothes and rushed to the animal's rescue in the icy water. This next story is about a volunteer who helps the homeless in Russia. He goes out to buy food, clothes, and medicine every day for those who need it the most. Respect. Sometimes, even creatures as mighty as the killer whale need human help. Look at how much effort it took the rescuers to return this beauty to her native element. And finally, a touching and sweet act of kindness to round out our video. Believe in goodness and show yours to the world just like this guy. Did you like the video? Leave a like and share the kindness with your friends.